What's going on, Windsor? My name is Miranda,
And I am Ian.
and this is your Windsor High School
Video Bulletin.
She's on one, yeah, I'm tripping. She's on one,
Ninth to 11th grade students and their families are invited to attend our college information night. You'll get the opportunity to learn more about assessment requirements and application requirements as well.
Speakers will be coming from the University of California, California State, SRJC, and more. If you'd like to see them, come by the Windsor High Theater, April 4th, Wednesday, from 6 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. For more information, please contact Ms. Moore.
Hello everyone! We interrupt this broadcast with breaking news. Cases of an old virus have been spotted around Windsor High School.
Yes, this virus is spreading faster than Taylor Swift's engagement rumors. The virus, commonly known as senioritis, and we've invited Dr. Teagan on to share more information with you.
The senioritis virus is professionally known as senioris difficile. Its symptoms include burnout, stress, inevitable failure, an avoidance of responsibility, chronic napping, and in some very rare and extreme cases, the loss of limbs. Now back to you, Addie and Julia.
Thank you, Dr. Teagan. Now, let's hear from some students who have been affected.
I was just hanging out in my class. I was not really feeling like I was in the mood to take notes, which is kind of weird because normally I enjoy taking notes. And then I guess I fell asleep because the next thing I knew the bell was ringing and class was all the way over.
Thank you for sharing your story. You are so brave.
And here is another student with their story.
I've experienced fever, chills, abdominal weakness, extreme pain, shock, and intermittent bleeding into my skin and other organs.
I'm not a doctor, but that sounds like the plague, and I think you should go get that checked out.
There he is. Is he coming?
We had another student, but he didn't show up.
There is no known cure as of now, but we encourage you to stay on top of your schoolwork, try not to overwork yourself, and remember, your education is very important, even if it doesn't feel like it right now.
So be careful. There are only 2.5 months left, so keep going. We'll keep you updated on this outbreak as soon as there is more information.
It's like 2 months left. It's not that bad, right? We're gonna be gone soon.
Addie, no, not you too.
It's whatever.
Addie! Addie, no!
Early bird ticket sales start April 1st and go until April 7th.
Tickets will be $65 with ASB and $85 without. You can find your tickets on the online student store.
Guest contracts are available when ticket sales start on April 1st. You can find guest contracts online or in the office. And just a reminder, guest contracts are limited, so get them while you can.
Hi, Nico.
Hello.
How are you today?
Pretty good. I have some questions about what you have to report and what you don't have to report when I'm talking with you.
Okay, yes. Here at the Wellness Center, I definitely want to make sure you know what you can and cannot share with me or choose not to share with me.
So, do you have to report if I talk about drugs or usage of drugs?
Yes and no. If anything's happening here on campus, any alcohol or substances are brought onto the campus, I do need to report that to staff, right? If anything's happening outside of the campus, then that's confidential information that stays between you and me.
Okay. Do you have to report about sexual abuse or emotional abuse?
Absolutely. Yeah, by California law, we do need to let some sort of law enforcement or child family services worker know if a child's being harmed.
So if I ask, do you have to report if I ask about condoms or any other sexual health products?
Definitely not. That is something that is protected also by law for young people in the state of California. The only exception would be some forms of birth control, particularly the implant.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have to report if I talk about sending explicit photos?
That's a two-part question, right? So not if it's going to be between you and your partner and it's consensual. But if it's elevated to a place where it's seen as cyberbullying or it's non-consensual and harmful in any way, then yes, I would need to report that.
If I talk about self-harm or suicidal thoughts, do you have to report that?
It depends, right? I think that a lot of young people have suicidal thoughts, and as a clinician I need to assess the severity of that. Sometimes it is elevated to a place where I need to get that young person's support right away, and sometimes it's an ongoing conversation in therapy.
So, do you have to report if I am part of the LGBTQ community?
No.
Do you have to report if I want to get more information on that?
Nope.
Do you have to tell my parents, or can you keep that from them?
All that is confidential information, 100%.
If I want help telling my parents, can you help me?
Absolutely.
Okay, thank you.
Of course.
For someone that wants to reach out to you, how would they do that?
Students can come by the Wellness Center and ask to speak with me directly, or they can submit a referral for social emotional counseling. I love working with you, and let's determine your needs and get you the support you need and deserve.
What's up, Jags? I'm Becca Pugmire. And I'm Sydney Parker. And we are your ASB Rally Commissioners. Our prom rally is coming up on April 26th, where we'll have our lift up competition.
Anyone can join. That can be clubs, sports, friend groups, or anyone else.
Sign up by April 5th through the QR code or come into B124.
And the winner gets a pizza party. That could be you.
Bye, Jags!
Hey Jags, boys volleyball is coming up this April 5th.
This is a grade level competition. Freshmen versus sophomores and juniors versus seniors. The winners are going to have to play against the girls varsity volleyball team.
Hi guys, you already know what time it is. Welcome to another Sports This Week at Windsor High. Now there are a lot of announcements this week, so I'm going to be organizing it a little bit differently. Starting off on Tuesday the 2nd, boys volleyball has a game at home versus Rancho Cotati starting at 5 p.m. Badminton has a game at home versus RUP starting at 4:30 p.m. Boys lacrosse has a home game versus Sonoma Valley starting at 7 p.m. Boys tennis has a match away versus Montgomery starting at 3:30 p.m. with an early dismissal at 2:15 p.m. And finally, golf has a game at home versus Maria Carrillo. On Wednesday the 3rd, boys and girls track and field have a meet away against Annalee starting at 4 p.m. Girls lacrosse has a game at home versus Rancho Cotati starting at 7 p.m. Swim has a meet away at Healdsburg starting at 3:30 p.m. with an early dismissal at 2:45. JV and varsity baseball have a game away at Rancho Cotati starting at 4 p.m. And finally on Wednesday, freshman baseball have a game at home versus San Marin starting at 4 p.m. On Thursday the 4th, boys volleyball has a game away against American Canyon starting at 5 p.m. Badminton has a game away against Elsie Allen starting at 4:30 p.m. Boys lacrosse has a game away against Napa starting at 7. Boys tennis has a match away against Maria Carrillo starting at 3:30 p.m. with an early dismissal at 2:15. And finally on Thursday, golf has a game away against Montgomery. On Friday the 5th, JV girls lacrosse has a game away against Casa Grande starting at 5 p.m. And JV and varsity baseball have a game at home versus Rancho Cotati starting at 4 p.m. On Saturday the 6th, boys volleyball is taking part in the NorCal tournament away at 8 p.m. JV and varsity baseball have a game away against Benicia, hosted at Fitzgerald Field at 6 p.m. And finally on Saturday, freshman baseball have a game away against Vintage starting at 11 a.m. And that's it for your very long sports segment this week. Be sure to get out to one of these games or events, and I'll catch you later.
Not sponsored. No.
All right, Windsor. That was it for this week.
Hope you had a good spring break.
And we'll see you next time.
I didn't do a broadcast this year. I'm still in the Discord! Haha! Let me tell you, I am afraid of the future. And I am. I'm very afraid of the future. I still don't know where I'm going to college. Hopefully I'll know next week. That's not the point. The point is, I don't like change.
Please help me, they're keeping me captive. Please! Please! Please help me!